Started. You guys good? Ready to go? All right. So welcome all of you parents and students. Every year, every 9 weeks, we have 14 students that are selected to be a part of the VIP program. It is a scholarships program, which means all costs, everything we do, all the transportation to and from, everything we do is on us, and we're so happy to do it. But out of 700 kids in our district, for your student to be one of the 14, I want us, the first thing we do is to give them a round of applause for being recognized. Those of you that are online, we're super proud of you. Also, those parents that are just listening in, this is a huge deal for your student to be recognized by not only a staff member on their campus, but to be given the head nod by their principal of their campus that they are in good standing and are a good fit and definitely show promise at our school. And so one of the big things, well, yeah, hands up to all of you. So the first thing I want to do before we jump into everything is to do a few introductions. So I'm going to first introduce our staff, and then I'm going to have our students introduce themselves to everyone, just as a first step of getting outside of the box, getting used to kind of pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. We want you guys to get used to that. My name is Mrs. Sumari. I am a former principal here at Hope High School, but Mrs. O'Connell is now the new principal, and she's obviously doing a fantastic job because there's students here that I don't even know. So that means we have new babies that are here, new students that are coming and thriving and doing well, and we couldn't be happier. And so this is Mrs. O'Connell, principal of Hope High School.
Can I just say, you guys are the shining light of our school. You do the best. You're always here. You're working hard. You're so courteous. You're so polite, and you are going to be successful. And you deserve to be here. And you deserve all of the experiences and all of the fun that you are going to have with this program. It may change your life, maybe a little bit, maybe a lot. But I'm just so happy that you're here and you're on board. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. O'Connell. I will let the rest of the staff introduce themselves, and then I'll introduce this guy that's hanging out in the door over here in just
He's
a
our
minute.
pizza delivery guy, right?
All right, go ahead, Gisa.
I'm Keitha McCormick, and I'm about to lose my voice. I am the VIP program advisor. I'm the one who's going to be bugging you with emails, text messages, phone calls. You're going to hear from me.
Okay. It's not bugging, it's to remind you,
And she gets,
gently remind you.
and she gets all the rides, and she brings all the care packages, and all the stuff.
I do deliveries too.
This is the VIP mama.
Nice,
nice.
All right, Scott.
Do you want me to just do it here?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I'm Scott. I've been here,
Hold on a second, Scott.
I don't know. Hello.
Very
Very
good.
good.
Let's try this again. That was embarrassing. So I'm Mr. Reed. I'm Scott. So I'm the newest member actually of the VIP team, but I am really excited to be a part of it. I'm new to this school this year, but I already feel at home here. I feel like it's a great community, and I more or less fell in love with the program right away. So it's exciting to be here, and I hope you guys have as much fun these 9 weeks as I did the last 9 weeks.
Oh,
Awesome.
thank
you. Mr. Aguilera? Yeah, if they have to do it, you have to do it.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mr. Aguilera, or Jerry, if you want to call me that. I'm the academic advisor here at Hope High School. So if you're a 10th or 12th grader graduating in the even year cohort, I'm the one making your schedule, getting your classes ready for your schedule. And this is my second year doing the VIP program. So any questions, just please ask.
All right.
Thank you, Jerry. Miss Rosa.
Okay, thanks for that little yell. My name is Rosa Espinosa. I'm an academic coach with Hope High School Online. Has it been 3 years? Is it year
Yeah.
3?
3
So
years.
I've been with the VIP program since the start. So I guess that's 3 years. Wow, that's a long time. But yes, I am also a VIP staff member.
Thanks, Rosa. Caitlin?
Hi, everyone. I am as well a academic coach at Hope High School Online, and I've been here since the beginning of VIP too. So this is my 3rd year. Really happy you guys are here. Pretty excited about this year. We have some really fun stuff. Just a little bit about me. I'm a very loud, very cheery, very upbeat person. So if you see me and I'm like, woo, all the time, I promise I'm just like that all the time. I'm not like super crazy. That's just me. And I will get you jazzed. I will get you excited, whether you like it or not. So nice to see you guys.
All right, Miss Christine?
Hello, hello. My name is Christine Rule. I'm the special education director for the district. So I help support both schools, but I'm also one of the VIP team members. And so I get to come and support you guys in planning this great experience for you. I'm really excited to have you guys with us and to get to know you better.
Thank you, Miss Christine. Mr. Russ?
Hey, everybody. I'm Russ Reed. I'm not related to Scott Reed. This is going to be my 2nd year in VIP. Last year was an incredible time to be part of the VIP team, and I'm sure these next 9 weeks will be also great, and you guys will all enjoy it.
Thanks, Mr. Russ. Heather?
Hi, everybody. I'm Heather. My last name is Lee, L-E-I-G-H, but it's Heather Lee. And I've been working with the group. This is my 2nd group of kids with VIP, and I'll be helping you guys with some life experiences and also celebrating your successes and some other kids that have been involved, their successes too. So it's nice to meet everybody, and we look forward to the next 9 weeks with you guys.
Thank you. What I want you guys to notice is that everyone that you just got introduced to, they all have a different title, a different job that they do within our district or schools or whatever. So this isn't like we weren't, other than Ms. Gisa, we weren't hired just for VIP. It's something that is an extension of what we do that comes from just our love and our passion behind the program. And as you can see, some people have been doing it for the last 3 years because we just love pouring into our students and seeing the reward at the end. But very rarely do you find places where you're able to even do something like that. And we're able to do that. And I'm gonna brag just for a second on this guy hanging out here. This is Mr. French, and he's our CEO. So he's a big boss of our entire organization. And VIP is kind of a dream that we all dreamed up together. But you know, sometimes a dream can't go anywhere, right? If you don't have someone to say, all right, go, if you don't have someone to put resources behind it or money or people or say, make it what you will, you know, let's see what happens if you don't have someone that's willing to kind of take those risks. And so we're just so fortunate here at Blueprint to be able to have a leader that puts kids first, no matter what. This guy puts kids first. In fact, one of the classes you'll have in our program where you're learning about money and how to manage it and budget, he comes in and actually teaches it for our students. And so he doesn't just talk about it, he is about it. And so-
Most popular class too. Kids learn so much, and he will teach you how you can be a millionaire
Yeah,
by saving very, very little. in a
Very, very
short
young.
time.
yeah, starting very
He will
young.
teach you the secret.
So without further ado, I'm gonna turn it over to him for just a couple of seconds to let him just have a few words. And then we're gonna let our students introduce themselves. All right.
Hey, guys. Like Kristen said, I'm super excited about the VIP program. It stands for Value, Independence, and Purpose, and she'll get into some of the details of that. But we're not just about getting a high school diploma. It's like, what are your plans after high school? And how can we help you launch? And so hopefully after you go through this program, first and foremost, you'll build some positive relationships with all the adults that just got introduced, and you're going to get to meet a lot of other people that are just, out in the community. They're business owners or business people or professionals in the medical field or lawyers or attorneys or whatever you guys find an interest in. You'll have exposure to that. You'll have a chance to meet some of those people. So you'll have those relationships, and you'll also hopefully get your world expanded. Just the whole idea of this is, hey, let's see what is out there, because what you know now is not, you just want to continue to grow and gain knowledge and find more opportunities. And so although this program might focus a lot on like what you might do after high school, it's really like, what are all the options I can do after high school? And what I do a year out of high school, I might not be doing 5 years out of high school or 10 years out of high school. What are all those options? So hopefully we'll kind of develop, this program will help you develop maybe a little compass to help you figure out what the true north is and move in that direction, as opposed to just a map that just says you're going to go here and now you're going to go there. We don't know. No one can make that prediction. But if you develop some of these skills along the way, they can help you make decisions as you kind of progress to what your career might be. So yeah, it's a great program. It's an honor for you guys to, I think you should be honored to know that you have this opportunity. But we're very honored that, to have, just these outstanding students part of this program. It can, with what the resources we have and with, you guys putting your full effort into it, it can be a really cool thing. So I'm excited about the next 9 weeks for sure.
I want to start with, thank you, with the students that are actually online. And so I'm going to ask Rosa, if you would help me just monitor or call on the different students online. And so that each of them can speak out and introduce themselves. And if you're a parent, we'd love to just hear from you too. Let us know who you are and anything else you'd like to share.
Okay, so if I say your name wrong, please correct me immediately. So we're gonna start with Spurgeon siblings. Okay, this says siblings, so we're gonna go with them first. There's 2 of them.
That's cool.
Hi, I'm Jordan. I am 16.
Hold on for just a second. We can't hear you. Is that our speaker?
No.
Or his line?
Can you speak even louder into your computer or get closer to the microphone?
Hi, my name is Jordan Spurgeon. I'm 16 years old. I don't know what else to say. Like our favorite thing to do. I don't know, like, guess I'm into sports like football and boxing. My favorite thing to do when I'm alone is just draw. And just work out. So
Nice.
Love it.
Welcome. Sister?
My name is Angelus, and what I like to do is read and write whenever I can. This may sound a little boring and unusual, but I like to work on school, and yeah.
Okay.
That's not boring. She said she likes to work on school. Did you hear her?
No.
So Angelus, right? That's how you say it? Angelus, and she, huh?
Just think of Anne, like ANNE, and then jealous.
Angelus.
Yeah.
Angelus. Okay. Angelus. Okay. She likes to read and write, right? And then she said, as boring as it sounds, she likes to do school. And I love school, so that's not boring. I like to, I wish I could go take classes for fun, but they cost money now, so it's not that fun.
Good job.
Okay.
People that enjoy school end up with amazing, wonderful lives. So, Angelus.
Okay, we are, I love to read and write and play with my cats. Okay. And we are, Brittany Skaggs.
My name's Gavin. My favorite thing to do is to watch movies, play video games, and just hang out in my room.
Sounds good. Nice to meet you.
And then Melanie Preddy.
My name's Melanie, and I like to cook and hang out with my dog, and I like to learn about AI.
All right. Very nice. All right, who's gonna be the first brave one here?
You gotta stand up.
Come on up. You made eye contact.
Good job, sir.
Give it up for him, you guys. It's like literally one of the top fears that people have in life is getting up and speaking in front of a crowd. Yeah, and within the table, so they can see.
Don't let her act like she doesn't go outside of the table.
Yeah.
Alright, so my name is Marion. I'm 16. This is my first year here. I'm a junior, and my favorite sport is basketball.
You are 16 and a junior? You're doing something right. I love that. All right, Marion, tell me who's going next.
We knew that was happening.
You're not gonna pick on Jasmine, huh?
Jasmine gave him that look like, "Can't you do that?"
Hey, Scott, what was that last student's name? Our students online missed it.
Demarion?
Demarion.
Marion. Okay. Thank you.
I would call you the whole time. Are you serious?
Yeah, Marion, yeah. Go ahead, Jeremiah.
My name is Jeremiah. I'm a junior. I'm 16, and my favorite thing to do is I've gotten really into studying electrical engineering. It's something I want to do, and yeah.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you. And last but not least, Miss Jasmine. Give it up for Jasmine.
I gotta record this one.
Let mom get it. Let her record it.
Just stand up there.
No, we didn't record it.
You either have to do it again then. I'm just kidding, Demarion.
Okay, I'm ready. Hi, my name is Jasmine, and I'm how old? 16. I play video games. I used to stream. I watch anime. I do my own hair.
Oh, nice. So there are a few students that you guys haven't met yet. You'll meet them at our first Fun Friday and at our other activities that we have. But so it is a group of 13, I believe. We have one shy. And so 12.
Yep.
Okay. So we are only doing 12 for this particular 9 weeks. And so give yourselves a hand, parents. We're so happy that you guys are here to see your little kiddo shine for today. And so I want to jump right into explaining to you what the VIP program is, give you a little bit about kind of what we do, what we've done in the past, and what we have planned for your kiddo in these next 9 weeks. So the VIP program was born when our CEO kind of asked us, if money were no object, right? If there were no strings attached, what would we want to do for our students? Outside of just teaching and doing curriculum, what would you want to do for our kids? And we started dreaming of, well, we want to take them places. We want them to have experiences that they may not otherwise get to experience. We want to talk to them about money so they can grow up and not have that stress. We want them to learn more about college and being prepared for the workplace and understand what's out there. We want them to dream big and have multiple touch points. And kind of the end game for us, our VIP team, really is that your kids will wake up 10, 15 years from now and be excited to go to work, or whatever it is they chose to do, that they wake up and be like, I get to go to X, Y, and Z, because they have the opportunity to have all these little touch points and opportunities to experience. And, you know, we have some kids that say, I want to be a lawyer. That's what I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. And then you get them in a courtroom and they're like, I do not like being a lawyer. You know, or they spend all of this money on an education because someone told them they should be a doctor, and they get out there and they can't stand the sight of blood, you know? And so before our students pick one particular path or think that they're one particular type of person, we want to create some opportunities for them to explore not only what else is out there, but who they are when they enter the world. You know, what kind of person do they want to be? What kind of presence do they want to have in this world? And so that's kind of really the basis of this program. As Mark said earlier, when a student leaves our program, we want to make sure that they have established value, that they know what it is to be independent, and they continue to grow in that, right? Because there's still some adults that aren't independent, but that they know what that looks like, and that they have purpose. So that really means that they've decided for themselves, you know, this is the kind of person I want to be. I want to look for opportunities. I want to be a person that doesn't give up. I want to have resilience in my life. And so really building on that purpose. And so what we do in this short 9 weeks is we give our students what we call the first thing that we love to talk about is life design experiences. This is when a kid gets to say, Jeremiah, tell me what you think you might be interested in doing for a career.
I would like to do something in the engineering field. Hopefully.
In the what?
Engineering field.
Okay, Jasmine, tell me something that you're passionate about. Doesn't have to be about work at all. What's something that you're passionate about that makes your heart flutter?
It's a show.
A TV show?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Melanie, tell me something you're good at.
Cooking.
Cooking. Good. So what we want to do, we'll be asking you some of these questions very early on to get a sense for what kind of things, experiences we want to have you tap into. Just to give you an example, for the last 9 weeks, we had one student that said, you know, I think I might want to be a lawyer, but I really want to help kids. I think I might want to help kids that are in like the foster care system. And so we got that student an opportunity to sit down at the Attorney General's office and be able to sit with some lawyers and talk with them about their journey. And guess what? Some of those lawyers didn't know that they were really going to be lawyers. We had a student that just knew she wanted to play for the WNBA. That was her only goal. That's what she wanted to do. We couldn't change her mind until we got her an appointment with the WNBA president. And she saw all the other jobs that were available, making a lot more money. And she said, I might not want to play ball. I might want to, you know, manage or think about this other thing. One of the experiences we did as a whole group in this last session is we took all of our students to a cooking academy, Melanie. And we literally went down to a cooking academy in Scottsdale. All of our students got to put on aprons and we cooked a 5-course meal. And we got to eat it. And so that was fantastic. Yeah, and so we try to create these different experiences just so that our students have opportunities to see something. For this 9 weeks, our first experience is an etiquette class. So we'll be going out to this hotel in Scottsdale. They're gonna prepare a meal for us and we're gonna learn. You ever get nervous thinking about, what if I'm ever invited to a fancy dinner? And there's like 50 forks on the table, you know, like a weird shaped knife, this plate, that plate, a cloth napkin thing. What is all this for? There's a cup that's big, a cup that's small. Well, we're gonna go and they're gonna teach us, right? The collective us, because there's some adults who, you know, you go to a fancy dinner, right? You know, and you're like, Google, which fork do you know? And so we wanna make sure that when we set up some of these lunches that are with, like, you know, an attorney general or someone, that you walk into that room confident, because you'll know that you take the napkin out, you'll flap it, you'll put it over your lap, you'll know which cup to, you know, to use and things like that. So we're going to get a full course in etiquette, not just, you know, which utensils to use, but proper, table conversation, how to pull the seat out for a lady that's, sitting down, how to take care of the bill, the tip, what that looks like. What do you, all of those different things. We are also going to focus this time on something a little physical. We're going to a CrossFit facility, and we're going to be led through, don't back out on me. Don't back out on me, twins. I mean, siblings. And we are going to go through a full kind of CrossFit day where we learn all different sorts of ways that we can move our bodies and get healthy and work out, but also the nutrition behind it. What does healthy eating look like? Healthy living, all of those things. What does that, look like? And then I don't want to give someone else's talking point, but it's mine. It's later on, but I'm going to talk about it now because I'm super excited. One of the really awesome opportunities you guys are going to have in December 11th through the 13th, we go for a 2-night, 3-day trip to Wickenburg. We stay at a ranch, and everyone has their own, rooms. We stay at a ranch. We get on these huge horses. Miss Rosa would love to tell you about that experience. But we get to go on a beautiful horseback ride. We do some really amazing activities, what we call kind of heart work, where we are really able to kind of just learn more about ourselves and about the world. We do campfire nights and, sing songs. And so it's just, if you want to get a glimpse, those of you that are here in the room, if you look on the wall, you'll see some of our experiences from that camp night. And so you'll be able to be a part of all of that this 9 weeks. And then students that were in the first 9-week group, they'll also be at the camp with us. So you'll get to meet another really amazing group of students that went through this one term before you. And every Friday you'll come in this room from 11:30 to 12:30, and you'll be able to be with those students as well. Someone else will talk a little bit more about that in just a little bit. During this time that you're with us, you'll also have a mentor. So someone will be assigned to you. One of our staff members or myself will be assigned to you, and we'll be the ones that will help tailor that perfect life design experience. It doesn't necessarily have to be something you want to do for work. It could just be something that you really love and you'd like to just see what's there. And so we help craft, Miss Heather that you see on the screen, she helps craft a perfect experience that's tailored just for you. And just you and your mentor go on that experience, and you get to kind of tap into, ask questions, see firsthand what it is, behind the scenes of something that you think you might be interested in your life. And again, I don't want you to get caught up in thinking you have to select something that you're just thinking about being a job, because the jobs you love are when you get to do something that you love. Yeah. And so it starts there. We really want to cement that in you guys. It's not just about picking, checking a box and choosing a career box. It's really about you thinking about what you're passionate about. And so one of the other things that we do, and then I will turn it over to Scott, is we have what's called life prep courses. So every other week, you'll be in this room on a Tuesday for 2 hours. You go through a life prep course. One of those courses is our Money Matters course. And it's the course when students are in it, sometimes they're like, oh my gosh, this is so much, like I don't understand it. And then when they graduate and go into the real world and have to pay bills, then we get text messages like, oh my gosh, miss, I wish I would have listened harder. I'm doing exactly what, he said in that meeting. I'm using the budget sheet he gave me. Like, this is real, huh, miss? Sometimes a light bulb doesn't go off until you're actually in it. But we want to plant the seed now. And so Money Matters is one of those courses. And then we have an SEL course, which stands for Social Emotional Learning. And that's where we tap into here and really start preparing you guys, like I was saying earlier, to get ready for that outside world. What happens if something hard hits you in your life? Do you falter? Do you run? Do you fight? How do you handle that? What happens if you get to a point where you're sad and kind of can't get out of your head a little bit? So we want to give you the tools that you'll need to be emotionally healthy and happy and confident as you move forward in life. The other class that we have is CCRI, which stands for College and Career Readiness. You'll be doing some mock interviews, so you'll be dressed all up and we're gonna do some mock interviews and throw some questions at you that you might get asked in an interview. And we talk all about what's appropriate in the workplace, what's not, all of those different things. And then the last class is, we call it life hacks. And it's really just all of the little things that we wish someone would have taken the time to tell us. We talk about everything from, as a group, we get kind of close and we talk about hygiene. What does it look like? What does appropriate hygiene look like? What does appropriate workplace conversation look like? What's the best way to study? How to get out of a jam. Don't get caught up in internet schemes. So we go through just a bunch of different life hacks, how to do CPR, different things that you will just need as you go through life. And so I'm gonna let Scott come up and talk for a second, and then we'll let Jerry finish, and then we'll be wrapped up. Okay. Thank you.
All right, so now I have to follow that, so.
Right. Oh, please, Scott.
I'm so nervous right now. All right, so, well, those of you who don't know me, so I'll introduce myself again. I'm Mr. Reed. So the purpose of VIP is to make you highly successful in life, but also make you a well-rounded person. Being a well-rounded and successful person doesn't only mean having the perfect job that you want. It doesn't mean only making a lot of money. It means so much more than that. It means being highly successful and then bringing others with you, right? It's not enough just to only worry about yourself 100% of the time. Obviously, you need to be a priority in your own life, but others need to be pulled up as well. So we feel that community service is a huge piece. So we have community service events, one of which we actually go to a local church on the east side, and we work with that church who does a food pantry and a food drive for the local families that need food and help and sustainability. So we go there, we get bused from the school to there, and we help out. All we do is we kind of organize the food, we set it up, we put it on the line, we bag it for them, we make sure that each family gets some of the food that they need, and then our day is pretty much done. Almost all the time, it ends up, actually, this was the first event I went to, so I had a lot of fun on it. And the best part is that when you're done, and whatever's left over, they're not just going to throw out. So they're like, hey, do you want any food? Take your food. So parents might be like, hey, pick me up this, this, and this while you're
We
there.
had a lot of eggs and meat last
We had a
time.
lot of eggs last time, a lot of eggs. I took a carton of eggs and I never eat eggs. I was like, just take them, because they were just gonna sit there and go bad anyway. But those of you who are online, or those of you who can't make that particular service event, there's other options as well. We have a virtual option where we partner with a local organization that sends positive messages, positive letters, and ultimately just brings up the spirit of other kids that are in the hospital with either dangerous, debilitating diseases or reasons that they cannot leave the hospital for, to help share some positivity, get some energy and something positive in their life from other kids as well. So that's always positive. So if you cannot make that event, we also offer a virtual option as well. Kind of switching gears, we do have something we do, and it's almost every Friday. Almost every Friday. I'm gonna go with almost every Friday.
Okay.
All right. So
It won't be this Friday.
it won't be
It'll
this Friday,
Tuesday.
but we have what's called a Fun Friday. Fun Fridays are exactly what they sound like. They're fun, they're interactive, they're engaging. We come in this room, we hang out. Those of you who are virtual that can't make it, we include you as well. So don't feel like if you're online that you can't be part of the Fun Fridays. And really, Fun Friday is not only to relax, enjoy life, because life is about enjoying it as well. It's also about continuation. So when you're done with these 9 weeks, it's not like, oh, 9 weeks, goodbye, have a great life, right? those Fun Fridays are a way for you to stay involved. So there will be people and students from past VIP times that come back for Fun Fridays. And they're invited, just like you will be after your 9 weeks are over, just like you will be always invited to come back for those Fridays and enjoy our time together, recap, express and talk about your life, express and talk about the VIP program, what's going on, and just in general, have fun and enjoy yourself, because really, life is too short to not enjoy yourself. So that's my spiel. I'm done.
Thanks, Scott. Sorry. I know, I went on it and, you want to do Lisa's part? Yeah, go get on up there. She's getting the food ready for everyone.
Okay, so I'm speaking on behalf of Ms. Lisa's part. It's in regards to your student presentation. So after your guys' 9 weeks are up in the VIP program, basically we want you to create a student presentation that encompasses everything that you have learned within the 9 weeks of you being a part of the VIP program. The most important thing on that is if you do make a presentation of everything, you will get that half credit applied towards your transcript and your high school type of thing. So, but you have to make sure that you attend every single event and every single event that we go on. The Fun Fridays, they're optional, but we kind of want you to be a part of that if you can. If you can't, it's totally fine. But the majority of the events, like the 4 life prep courses that we have, or Money Matters and all the events, we expect you to be at those events in order to get credit for it. And at the very end, you make a presentation and kind of just spill your guts about how you love VIP for the last 9 weeks, and then you'll eventually get credit applied towards your transcript.
And parents are also welcomed and encouraged to come to that. It was really amazing to have some parents here in the last presentation, and not only to see their daughter's growth, but to also express to the other kids how much they saw their daughter change in just that 9 weeks. And so we love to have parents show up and pull the camera out and capture their students. I want to address a question that came up on the screen real quick while you were talking, Jerry. And the question was from the Surgeon Sibs, and it asked, can you only be in VIP once? Or can you, continue to be in the program? Once you're a VIPster, you're always a VIPster. So once you're in VIP, you're always a VIP student to us. The other experience, the major 2 experiences that happen for each 9 weeks belong to just that group of students, but the community service, if we know that you're really interested in, boating, and we have something where we're going down to look at boats, we're just gonna pull you in and call your parent and say, hey, he's coming with us, or she's coming with us, we've got this cool thing going on. So we'll keep pulling you in, as long as you're still in good standing at your school and doing all the right things and being a leader when you're here in this program, then you're always a part of and always welcome. To stay a part of VIP. You will always get excused from your class on that Friday to come have pizza and just sit down and enjoy and talk and mentor and all of those things. So I hope that helps answer your question, siblings. Once you're in VIP, you're always in VIP. We have students that were here even 2 years ago, and she still goes on field trips and is a part of Fun Fridays. And so our hope is that we just build this community, that we keep pouring into each other. You want me to talk about commitment? Because your throat. The last thing that we want to talk to you about is the commitment. The people that selected you and the principal nod and all that. It is very important when we select you as a student for this program and you receive kind of that honor and that scholarship, that you're good stewards of that. That means that if we have an event, you're there. If we have a field trip, you're there. Even if it's something you don't think you're into, you don't want to ride horses, or you don't want to you don't want to work out. You never know until you know. You never know. I was terrified of horses. Where I grew up, I didn't see a horse. I didn't know anything about horses. And, the whole time going up to that ranch, I'm like, I'm not getting on no horse. Like, I don't care what these kids say. I don't care what the staff feels. I'm not getting on a horse. There's no way. I don't do that, right? So I get there and the kids are like, come on, miss, just brush it. I'm like, no, I don't want to touch this horse. It's big, it's scary, I'm terrified. And, you know, the first round of kids went and I was like, no, I'm still not going. There's no way I'm going. And then finally the kids convinced me. I get on this huge horse. I'm shaking, I'm terrified, and I had the time of my life. I had the time of my life. And when the opportunity presented itself again, just a few months later, I was ready. I was ready. Which horse am I getting on? You know, like, I'm excited. It was so peaceful and calm. And it brought something into my life that I didn't think that it would. You know, it's a horse, you know, not a big deal. But it was more than just climbing up there and getting up there, and not, for me, it was, I wasn't in control. And it wasn't about the horse, it was about me not being in control of something and having to let that go, and the freedom I got from letting that go, you know? And so we want you to experience all of these different pieces, because you just might find something that you tap into that you never knew you were into. And so when we have some of these other life design experiences, sometimes we bring multiple students along, even if it's something you don't think you like. We took a trip to the Air Force Base, and some of our students were like, oh, I'd never be in the military, I'm not interested. And we went there, we literally were on the runway, and jets were coming down and taking off, and our students got to put on the helmets and the breathing masks, and they talked about all the different positions out there, nurses, and child caretakers, and grocery store workers. There were so many jobs we never knew you could do by being in the Air Force, where it wasn't about combat. It was about taking care of others, firemen, police officers right there on base, with a 4-year opportunity to take care of their college, you know, their college expenses and housing expenses. So anyway, with that being said, be open. That's what we ask of you in this 9 weeks. Be open to all the possibilities, all of the things that might come to you. We took a group of students skydiving, indoor skydiving, and that was terrifying. I don't know how they got me in one of those suits, you know, but they did, and it was crazy. And that's probably still not my favorite thing to do. I might not ever do that again, but I can at least say I did it. You know, I conquered something. And so we want all of you, those of you that are online, those of you that are here, at the end of this 9 weeks, we want you to have accomplished something, tried something new, stepped outside of the box, and start to figure out who you want to be in this world and what kind of mark you want to leave. What's your legacy? You don't start building a legacy when you're 80, right? Because that's not a legacy. That's just something you did when you're 80. You start building a legacy now. Your footprints, what you leave behind, that's what matters, right? That's what matters. That's what people remember. So we want to cultivate that. Yes.
Yeah, no VIP.
We might start a parent VIP. Are you willing to volunteer? Heather, I'm gonna get you her number. No, but right, like, this is a type you wish, even as a student, as an adult, we all just, you need that tribe. You know, you need that. And so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. One of your mentors will be reaching out to you just to introduce themselves, to let you know that they're your mentor. You'll have some surveys and stuff to fill out so we can start to get to know you and figure out what you want to tap into. The first activity is, what date? It is the 18th. So that's next week, Monday. Yeah, next week, Monday is our first activity. We'll be going to the etiquette class. And so you don't need to be super fancy or anything like that, but we do want to try to match where we're going. So we want you to step it up. I'm asking for just no flip-flops or open-toe shoes. If you could not have like holy jeans or smaller shorts or things like that, we want to feel like we're going to a fancy dinner. And there will be a prize for the person that dresses up the most, person that steps up the most. Of the shirts? If you're a gentleman, yeah, preferably a collared shirt would be nice for this event. We want to match kind of where we're going. If you don't have something, or you're a little nervous about like, hey, I don't have anything to wear, talk to your mentor. We'll reach out to you way ahead of time, and we'll make sure that you feel comfortable in whatever it is. We'll take care of it. So if you don't have something, or you're feeling a little nervous about that, we'll take care of it for you. And also for those of you students that are online, what is the first event? Can someone tell me the first online event for our kids? They're gonna be at the etiquette place too, right? Zoomed in? So you guys will be able to experience that too. We're gonna order you some food in. We're gonna Uber Eats you guys some food in for that event, so that you can kind of practice etiquette with us. Even though you're online, we want you to be able to still have that experience, so that you'll be as much a part of that as all of us. There's a question. Is it an etiquette class where you learn how to eat at a fancy restaurant? It is. You learn how to eat at a fancy restaurant, but also how to use the proper utensils, how to, accept the check. How do you figure out what the, what the tip should be, how you drink out of a glass, when to excuse yourself. So all of those different things, not just a fancy restaurant. If you go on a date or an interview, sometimes people say, hey, come join me for a lunch. Some of our experiences, we've taken students to a lunch with, with a person who, is kind of influency, I guess. And so we want you to just be confident walking into any of those situations. And so, any other questions online? No, we're good. All right, well, those of you that are logged on online, we appreciate you so much for taking the time to join in with us. We are done with our portion of this. Those of you that are here, let's eat dinner. Thank you so much, online.
See everybody on Monday.
I look forward to meeting you guys on Monday.
See you Monday.
Look out for an email or phone call from your mentor
Bye.
or from VIP if you want some more
Hey,
information.
wait, real quick, do we want to say who the mentors are?
Yeah, we probably should.
Fill up that sheet. I always have.
Great idea.
Introduce myself to my mentors, but
Okay, I will, let's see. Gavin, are you on? Where's Gavin?
He's on.
Yeah.
Gavin, meet Mr. Reed, Russ Reed. He is your mentor. Angelis and Jordan, your mentor is Miss Caitlin. Put your hands up, Caitlin.
that's me.
Nova is not here, but Nova and Melanie's here, right? Melanie, Miss Rosa is your mentor. That's her. All right, Jasmine and, that's Dwayne. Jasmine, I am your mentor. Hey. All right. And then Dwayne is not here, but Mr. Scott is his mentor. Demarion, Mr. Reed is your mentor because he wouldn't let anyone else have you. Isaac Mathis is not here and Adeline is not here. Jeremiah, Mr. Aguilera is your mentor. And Brianna is not here tonight, and Mr. Aguilera is her mentor. So expect a call or email or something from your mentor this week, just giving you a heads up about the event and just saying, hey, I'm your mentor. Here's how you get in touch with me. And we go from there. All right. All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye. See you Monday.